Still he holds on from Stuart Smith. They're beginning to pull away from Bert Finnegan. Up into the Coventry turn. Smith tries again on the inside line. Down the home straight, and Smith looking for the front bumper there, and the bumper goes in, and Lund is pushed out. And Lund does well to recover and get past the Mike Close car as Stuart Smith takes the lead. Smith the leader now, Lund down into second place. Bert Finnegan running third. Then we've got a couple of back markers before we come to Len Wolfenden.
But Scott past 4 cars is Stuart Smith. So Smith there in that number 1 car, the one and only, the self-proclaimed legend on the side of many of his cars. Not in evidence this time. We've got a car turned over there. It looks like, yes, it is 286. John Toulson, he was on 3rd row of the grid. He's taken Wainman with him. There's Kees Zuiters, the Dutch number 12 car abandoned on the inside. Rod Falding's in trouble. Looks also as if Richard Ainsworth's got himself into more trouble there on the turn. So Wainman having a bad start to the meeting. A lot of doubts about Wainman being confirmed. The yellows are out and the race slows down here at Bellevue.
The back straights, and we've got 2 or 3 cars out there, in fact 5 or 6 cars out, and it looks as though it's Frankie Wainman who's gone over. 2-1-2, Frankie Wainman over. Leon Cox, number 17, limping down the middle there. He's out of the running. That's Mo Smith, I think, about to be lapped by race leader Stuart Smith. Mo Smith getting the big 1-2 there. Smith in no mood to hang around. Mike Close drops a little ground there, and it is indeed Frankie Wainman's car on its side. The yellows have not come out. The race continues. Frankie out of his car and onto the middle okay. But Stuart Smith the leader, and in amongst the back markers thanks to that big tangle on the back straight, which has slowed the rest of the field up and given those Dave Murray and those 2 losing a lot of ground early on. The sort out for the minor places goes on down the back straight. There's Mick Noden in 306 shoving Nigel Wharton out wide. Fredan Welter's off to a good start there, and he's through to about 4th place. Graham France there down to 2nd in 2-1-6, and that's the leader. Stuart Smith in number 1. Wainman is 3rd. Fredan Welter's 4. Peter Falding 5. Nigel Wharton's there with them in 4:22. And then comes Dave Miller and Mick Noden, and those are the early pace setters. So there they go again. It's Lund from Wainman and Beresford, and then we've got Wharton, and then Wolfenden and Finnegan, and that looks like the top 6, and Fredan Welter's there with them in 7th, I think. So he looks like the best of the overseas drivers at the moment. And that battle between Beresford and Wainman is allowing John Lund just to slip away from them. He's disappearing away into the distance, in the traffic there, off the back markers. And there he goes. Now a long way back. Nigel Wharton has dropped some ground in 4:22. He's dropped a lap. Frankie Wainman's pulled up over by the pits. So is Jane Bean. She's bailed out and climbed to safety over the fence. And now it's a question of making the tyres last as we go into the final third of the race. John Lund in 53 still there, lapping Wim Schut from Holland on the back straight. About to lap Pete Kaiser, and John Lund is lapping them up to 7th or 8th place.
Championship with 85. Ray Tilsley shooting away and trouble down there in the early stages for 4:22. Oh, he goes wide there. There's Nigel Wharton, and they're enabled 22 to get through. There's trouble down there, and it looks as if one might well be over. There's a lot of cars down on that bottom bend as the leaders come through, and it's Ray Tilsley in car number 85. They're sorting themselves out on that turn. It's car number 8 that's in trouble there. Gary Castell and Andy Webb in 2:47. Out goes Nigel Wharton in 4:22. But up front,